Hey guys, Jason Riker, Crazy Blessed Fishing. We're going to do a live again. We've been going down through here this morning and just hitting them pretty good with top water. So we're going to see if we can't continue that. I was planning on doing a live stream a little bit later, but we'll do it now if we can catch some fish. But yeah, as you'll see in the video I put out later, we were hitting them pretty good this morning. So far. Had one of the craziest bites I've had in a while. He literally come in and sucked it in, and it was less splash than the popper actually makes. It was kind of crazy. My accuracy has been off. My accuracy has been off a little bit this morning. Not sure what's going on with that. We're south of Long Creek this morning. Long Creek Marina. Headed towards Cricket Creek. And the fog was bad on the main lake coming from my ramp. But now it's socked in here too, and it wasn't bad here just a minute ago. Not quite sure what happened with that. So we're just fishing pockets today. I came up with a idea last night. I was just going to jump from pocket to pocket. And so we're going to fish all these little main lake pockets and see how we do. There he is. Oh, he come off. He was right where he should have been, right at that lay down. My drag's a little tight. That's the problem. If your drag's too tight on those top water fish, you will lose them every time. I mean, every time. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. There he is. Boy, he's thin. Thin. He ain't a bad fish, though. Just he's really thin. Look at him. He's long as all get up. But just thin. Thank you, fella. Boy, it's just fun. It's hard to lay that thing down. I'm telling you. Just hard to lay it down. Oh my. Where's the live chat? Nope, that ain't what we want. There we go. Oh, that was a bad cast. Whew, that fog is flat laying in here now. It's fish on the other side of that lay down. I can't tell with the reflection. No, that's nothing on that. We can get in there. There we go. Well, what is that? Okay, this will be our last cast here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to run right through this fog down just a little ways. There's another pocket not far from here. And we're going to start on the main body and fish our way back into that pocket. Okay, I lied. I saw one more lay down that I wanted to hit close to before we get out of here. That's the thing, guys. I'll hit those laydowns. I mean, I hit them 2 or 3 times sometimes, depending on how big they are and how much area I can get around them. And sometimes I get too anxious and flip into them like that. But that laydown this time of year, I want to hit all sides of it. Okay, well, he ain't there. See that rock shelf one more time, and then we'll get out of here. All right, we're just going to make a quick run. It'll be a minute, maybe 2. We're going to run pretty close to the bank. Hopefully there's nobody running there as well. But if they are, they should be into the bank. So we'll be right back. Let's go make a move. So whenever I'm making a move like this, I'm going to zoom way in on my graphs so I can stay pretty tight to that bank. Especially in this fog, you just want to be careful. As you guys can see, this fog is no joke. Yeah, this fog today is no joke, guys. There was one. He missed it though. He just boiled next to it. We don't have any laydowns through here, but we got a nice rock shelf. It's down about 5 feet and then it drops straight off. And then pull back underneath it. Huh. They're going to be all piled up over here where this little bit of water's running in. Boy, that's a good one. Oh yeah, let's get him in the boat. Oh yeah, come here, fella. Yeah, look at that. That's good. Like that. Like him whenever they're that size. Boy, I mean, he choked that thing. Look at that. I mean, he just flat choked it. Come on now. Hold still. Let me get this out of here real quick. There we go. Come here. There we go. I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Uh-oh. We hit something, didn't we? Land. That's good fish right there, boys. Skinny as all get up. But boy, I mean, flat ate that thing. Thank you, fella. Like that. Telling you, when we can catch him that size on that, man, oh man, that's a lot of fun. Now we got to get ourselves out of this predicament. So guys, after that, I mean, you can see it's hard to let those lay that topwater down, man. I mean, it's just hard for a bite like that. And that's like the fourth one this morning of that caliber of fish. So you just gotta, I mean, it's hard to lay it down, right? Our bait's messed up. Tell you guys, that Pop Max in that Matt Shad, I've never had this much success on topwater bait. And I mean, you look at the conditions, it's slick smooth out here. And in case you guys are just tuning in, like I say, you know, running this Power Pro line with about a foot, 18 inches, somewhere around there, of monofilament 16 pound to where the whole mess floats, makes working this bait so much easier. But you want to make sure, the big thing is make sure your drag's pretty loose, because I've had it tight, over tight, and you'll flat lose fish because of it, because there's just no give in it other than the rod. And you guys know I'm using that Megabass 110 Special, one of my jerkbait rods. I've got set up for the season to fish this thing. Trying to make a decision where to fish this rock bank or run down to the next pocket. We'll give her a second and see. You know what? There's some pretty good laydowns down this, it looks like. We'll just fish down there. That was a big fish. we're just keeping the motor pinned at 4 and just heading that way. Wasn't paying attention to got that bush. Let's see what my motor was on. And here's the thing, I'm a firm believer in, guys, if you hit a lay down like that and jiggle that bush or hit it with your boat or something, you might as well just forget it and move on. And just go on to the next one. And that's just my 2 cents. That's just how I operate, because at that point, I think it's messed up, especially whenever you're fishing with another guy and he gets hung up in it or something. It just, that spot's just done. Here they are eating right next to the boat. Oh, man, I got a backlash. Look at that. That little flip to next to the boat messed me up. Uh-oh, that's a deep one. There we go. Now we may have it. Nope. Wow. Tighten that drag up and spin that reel the other way. Boy, that son of a gun is in there now. Well, okay. We're going to swap water real quick. That thing is in there deep. Yes, that is very true. Thank you to anybody who served our country on this Memorial Day and remembering all the lost ones. I just can't say enough about that, about, you know, people who served and gave their life so I can go out and do this. I mean, it's kind of a thing. It just, somebody else will go stand in harm's way so other guys can go and do their thing. It's a pretty amazing deal. So we do appreciate everybody who's done that. That's just amazing for that to be. Whew, that's a big old boy out there. Got a houseboat out there running in the fog. Fog's starting to lift pretty good now, though. You can got a little bit of a distance you can see. This is what I've been waiting for. This is why we fished all that water that we just fished coming through, is for this right here. Coming up these laydowns, getting a little excited. Wow, this looks really good. Looks super good. I'm a little surprised we haven't stuck one down through here yet. Oh, we don't get to we get to the back of this thing and haven't stuck something. We won't fish it out. We'll go on to the next spot. This should do it right here. It's a pretty good lay down. Pretty good size to it. Huh. Man, I wish you could see this lay down. I can't believe there's not a fish there. That just amazed me. Oh well, on to the next one, right? We may have to be moving on sooner than we think. That's 3 or 4 just amazing looking laydowns. Maybe they looked amazing to somebody else yesterday. Little guy hit it. I think it may have been a perch. We'll fish this other little pocket inside this pocket. We don't get anything there. We're going to make a little run. Boy, this is just unbelievable. I'll be amazed if we don't hit a fish there. Huh. I'm amazed. Wow. Let me spin the boat around. You guys got to see this. This is just flat amazing. I cannot believe there's not a fish in there. I mean, I can't believe it. Wow. Well, it just goes to show. Some of the best looking water can just flat be dead water. Hmm. That was a little close. All right, guys, we're going to have to get out of here. Couple more casts and we're out. Fog's lifted a little bit more, so I feel more comfortable making a little bit further run, which is good because we're out of close pie pockets. All right, so we're going to get out of here, read some comments really quick, and then we'll get out of here and go on and make a little bit of a run. What do we got? Yes, it is. It is a great day on the pond, and it is a great day to live in a country where people will sacrifice for their country and the people who live here, not necessarily anything else other than, after talking to my nephew, he served. My dad served. My uncle served. A lot of people in my family served. I did not serve in the military. I served in fire for a few years and was a firefighter. And not the same. I get it. And I don't claim it to be the same at all. I served under the security of the blanket that somebody else provided. So anyways, do appreciate everybody who does that. My brother-in-law, my sister-in-law. I had a lot of people in my family in the service. I myself never did join the military and serve. I served as, like I say, a firefighter, but that's not the same thing at all. Did grow up a lot there, though. I will say that about the military and everything else. It makes fine young men and women into real outstanding adults. All right, guys, so we're going to run. We're going to make a little run here. May take a little bit longer than usual just for the sure simple fact of how much fog's on the water. Let me get my life jacket on. Water came up, lots of debris. Lots of fog and lots of boats. Not a good mixture. little bit like pea soup. All right, here we go. Another just this very little pocket, but we're just gonna stay here a few minutes. We just want to see what we got going on this main body with just these little bitty pockets. Look good. It got a lot of lay down. Tell you what, sure I'm glad to have these extra blue lights on my boat that highlight it, and they run the full length of my hull. And they reflect off the water. They give off a lot of light. And then on top of that, your regular lighting, but there's one chasing right there. You chase those chasing bass, don't be afraid to throw at them, because you'd be amazed at how many times. Or if you see them chasing like that, that you can actually stick them. Oh, really? actually thinking about going and throwing an A-rig some today, a little later this morning. Up underneath some of that up one of the creeks where I found those spots. Let's see how that does. All right, guys. I guess we're going to get out of here. We just can't seem to get anything going here either. So it's got one last set of laydowns and we'll get on out of here. Fog looks like it's gonna lift and then it don't. Looks like it's gonna lift and then it don't. Okay, how far is this next big pocket? It's a little ways, but it ain't too far. We're gonna run down here real quick. All right. That sun's getting up. It should burn this stuff off to where we can actually be able to get around the lake safely. Because man, oh man. Tell you what, I really like jerk baiting this point. It's one of my favorite points to jerk bait come this fall. There he is. He ain't a very big, and I come off. It's a better sign though. There ought to be a fish there. Huh. That kind of surprises me. Oh, a little bit much. Let's flip them up in there. There we go. Well, I can see him up in there eating. He was just too focused on those minnows he was eating, I guess. Uh-oh. Those snakes that float on top of the water like that are not good ones. It's okay. He minds his business. I'll mind mine. Those ones just give you the heebie-jeebies. Well, can you believe that? Keep looking back, make sure that snake didn't get in the boat with me. Gotta fish a little faster until we get down to this next pocket. fuck was that at? Can't even see where that was. I switched to a fluke for a minute. Because I haven't fished one at all yet this year. Well, that sun's trying to burn this stuff off, ain't it? It's trying, it's trying. Ooh, there he is. Yeah, they'll eat that fluke. I knew. I just haven't tried one yet this year. And decided to try that out. There we go. Ain't a bad fish, this little guy, but that's on that Zoom Super Fluke. And I've got him wigged weedless on that Gamakatsu. Weedless. I use that for that Super Fluke, but I also use that for my shaky head rig. Sorry, not shaky, wacky rig, Cinco. And I'm using that same rod, that G Loomis. That I use for my Cinco. It's a pretty versatile little rod. And that's that I'll shad color. That Zoom Super Fluke. And I nose hook it, so I've got that twist lock in there. That owner twist lock. Boy, whenever I'm fishing that, I just barely pop that thing. There's not a lot of motion to it. Whoops. But it's sure not as much fun as this hop water. Ooh, that sun is bright through that fog. Man, oh man. We need to be over on that other side, I think. Get the giddy up on. There we go. I like this better. Well, I just like the shade part of it better. Let's put it that way. Boy, this looks like this is set up though for just for this guy. Missed him. Well, guys, it looks like it's just about shut down, and I'm about ready to get off the water anyways. Before all the big boats get on. Oh, missed him. Try that again. One more time. There we go. Get out of that mess. Let's flip you over that. Flip you over that. We're going to have to drop that for a second and kick off here. That was probably a cast that shouldn't have been made. Ooh. Oh. But I couldn't I couldn't resist it. There he is, guys. Boy, I got him back in the mess. Gotta feel that line and make sure that ain't all messed up. Well, hold true to my theory. First, you got to catch them. Then you got to worry about getting them out. Oh. Oh, my mic died. Okay. Well, that's odd. Wonder what happened there. Let me see. Let's see if I can fix that. Okie dokie. I'm gonna jump in here. All right. How's that? Do we got sound now? I can't tell on the thing. We should have sound now. Sorry, guys. How long ago did that happen? Yeah, we've been catching some fish, not a lot of fish, but we've also been really sticking to top water and not doing what we should have been doing. Hopefully that got the sound back up. I'll have to read that about best fishing story ever. I don't know what you're talking about right offhand, but I'll take a look at it. I can't hardly see. I gotta figure out a way to get my screen bigger. Or get it to come up on my graphs. That would be the best thing if we could do that. Looks like this fog is about to lift, which would be super nice. Because really intending on running farther this morning towards Cricket Creek. But yeah, not in this fog. I think that's got that mic working. Not sure. So that last fish I caught, guys, I bitch about this Ghost motor a lot, about how noisy it is. And whine and complain. But the fact is for taking a beating, this thing has taken a beating from me. As you just saw back in that mess where I caught that one over the mess pile, back up in that pocket. That motor has just literally been beat to death on by me, backup and stuff like that. And it still works. It's a little loud, but it still works. I don't know why them turtles want to go after that thing. All right, let's cross over here and fish this point real quick. Oh, it must still not be working. Hang on, let me switch the whole mic setup. Give me a second. Okay. Let's see if that fixes the problem. Hopefully that fixed the problem, guys. I just put on a different mic set. Let me see, this guy doesn't really get on quite right. There. Okay, we should be back to having some kind of sound. What I was saying is that last fish I caught back up in there was over all that crap. And you know, my first thought is okay, first you've got to get to where the fish are. Next, you got to worry about how you're going to get them out. Getting them out second part, you got to catch them first, right? So I never worry about it. And then I got talking about that motor, how loud the Ghost is. But if you guys seen when I actually put this motor through, I'm surprised it's even still working, yet alone just being loud. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't realize that I hadn't charged those are the mics in a while. So one of those things. So you guys missed a lot of commentary. I've been out here, I'm just talking to myself apparently. Which I do that a lot anyway, so talking to myself isn't a new thing. So we've caught some pretty decent fish today on this top water. And I mean, it makes it fun catching them on top water. There's no doubt about it. Especially when we can catch quality ones. So I'm assuming everybody's got barbecue plans for today. I know we do. We got the family coming over, and at least my family that lives here in Missouri is going to come over today. Went out to Connections yesterday over in Blue Eye and had their all-you-can-eat barbecue deal they had going on. and they had some pretty good brisket, boy. I mean, it was amazing. And of course, I ate too much, so I probably won't eat today at all. I mean, it was crazy good. We went over there after church. Had a pretty good time. Then I went home. Me and my wife just kind of kicked it around the house. I actually cleaned up my side-by-side yesterday. I haven't done that in a while. And got the jet skis ready to start coming out of the storage and getting ready for summer. Got the Jeep Fest going to come up June 10th. So we're going to go do that. What do we got here? Hey, thanks for that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, hitting that like button does help if you guys are watching live. That is cool. I do appreciate it. But at the same time, you know what? I just appreciate you being here and wanting to see what we're doing. And see if we're putting fish in the boat or not. We put some, the nice thing today is, you know, I'd rather take catching 5 or 10 fish all day and putting them all in the boat that are good fish. As opposed to catching a whole bunch of dinks. I'm gonna try something a little bit different down through here. And we did catch one on a fluke today, so that's something. We probably ought to turn on the electronics and pull out in the middle of this thing and see what we got. Because you just never know. If it's anything like up in Long Creek. Brushy Creek, I mean, sorry. Up in Brushy right now where they're just stacked up in there. But you guys know how I am. I don't run electronics if I'm not fishing deep. Just because it's one of those things of I think I catch better fish when my electronics aren't on if I'm fishing shallow. Prefer He hit it twice and I missed him. He hit it again. Come on there, guy. Eat that thing. Just ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Let's try a square bill here for a minute, and if nothing else, we'll get out of here and get on down the road to the next spot. How's that fog looking out of the main lake? Man, it's still not great, is it? Come on up there. There you go. Boy, you know what, guys? Now that we're out of that sun some and coming up on some laydowns, I'm going to throw this top water a little bit more because it's just hard to lay down. Well, guys, man, that main lake still just is not clearing up. There's like a lot of lick of fog back in here. But you look out at that main lake, it's still foggy as all get up. Well, it looks like this top water has just died off now. What time is it? Oh my goodness. It's almost 8:30. It's funny, I just can't lay this stupid thing down. I always think that's going to be it for that. No. Let's go ahead and turn on some electronics and pull out here deep and see what we can find. Once those get warmed up, we'll see what we can find out here, guys. Here we go. What we got here? Oh, I'm sure they'll be out here before long. The jet skis, that is. They'll be out here in force in just a minute. My intent was be off the water before 9. Oh, with that fog out there, it just ain't going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and switch some stuff out here. And we're going to take a look around. Maybe scope around a little bit. And just see what we come up with. There's some right there. There's some shad. There we go. There's a few. We're just going to see if these guys are eating or not. There's some shad there. There's some bass there. You know what? Let's try something else. Let's try a reaction bite here. Where's me? Good crankbait. Let's see about a crankbait. Nope, that ain't gonna get down there deep enough. So, try a little bit bigger crankbait. There we go. Now that's a crankbait right there, boys. Boy, they didn't even look at it. All right, one more time. Then we'll get on out of here. All right, let's spin around and go up this way just a little bit. Go through them a little bit more, and we'll get out of here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, right? There we go. He was after it. Come on now. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. And I'm going to go ahead and it looks like it's lifted enough now that I can get off the water. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and get home and get ready for my in-laws to get over and come over for a barbecue and hang out for the day and see what we end up doing. You just never know on a day like today. It's a fun thing about having barbecues kind of just on the whim. You never know what you may end up doing. Who knows? I may be one of the guys out causing terror on a jet ski this afternoon. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of the idea of behind the crazy blessed fishing, right? Is it is kind of crazy to have everything you need all the time rigged up and ready to go and do that kind of thing. I get it, but that's kind of the thing of being the crazy blessed fishing, because I can tell you, I wish younger me could see older me, because he'd be darn sure that we have absolutely made it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down. Thank you for coming along today. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the subscribers. You guys make this worth doing, absolutely. I also want to say one more time, thank you to all the veterans and just everybody who's lost somebody for any reason at all. It is Memorial Day. Remembering everybody. Just appreciate you guys. Have a blessed week. Have a blessed rest of your weekend. Go out and enjoy the day. It's going to be a beautiful day. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon.